Welcome everybody, it's the Wandale Family Adventures, and boy do we have a trip for you this time. We're headed down to Houston and Galveston this weekend. We're gonna go see our sister and we're gonna go have some beach fun. We're gonna go see some sights. Who knows what we're gonna do? The weather's gonna kind of play into it a little bit. So if the weather sucks, we're gonna do more indoor stuff. And if the weather's great, we'll be outside a lot. But you know what? We're gonna have a blast, aren't we?
No, regardless of the weather, we're gonna make it fun.
Yeah, regardless, there's plenty for us to do. I've got the itch to go see the Space Center and take the tour there, so I would really like that to happen.
Yeah.
But you know, here we are, we're on the road. Let's get to it. Welcome back to the Wandale Family Adventures. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, click that bell icon, and hit that like button. Here we go, guys. Woohoo!
Happy Memorial Day weekend.
Well, good morning, everybody. Sorry we didn't film any more of the driving part of it. Last night we kind of hit a monsoon coming into Houston. It got pretty bad, and it was pretty stormy, so it was just safer not to do that. But we're at my sister's house this morning. We're all getting ready. We just had breakfast and had a little congratulations party for our son Eli, who got accepted to Oklahoma State University. So we got him a big cake for that. But we're here at my sister's house. We're finishing up some homework that we had to do, and then we're getting ready to go out and play. So let's go play. Well, we're on our way to the Houston Space Center to check out the Houston Space Center.
Museum, remember that?
Yeah, the museum there. You get to go in the space shuttle, and there's a whole bunch of stuff here. I'm a huge nerd. I'm a geek. I'm a total nerd. So I am ecstatic about this. Everybody else is kind of like, oh, this will be fun. I'm like, oh my god. So, but you guys are ready for this, right? Yeah. All right.
It's gonna be great.
So we're almost there now. We're about to get off the highway, and then yeah, hopefully they got some food there too. We're hungry, and we're running a little bit late, so can't really stop and get food. So hopefully they got food there, because I'm hungry.
Yeah.
You hungry too?
We'll let you know what we see when we get there.
Yeah, and we'll give you a review on the food if it's any good.
Definitely.
All right, we'll see you guys at the space. Yeah, space food.
There'll be Tang and freeze-dried stuff.
Yeah, some freeze-dried strawberries. You'll enjoy.
They did actually sell that.
They probably do. All right, to the Space Center we go. Woohoo!
Up and away.
That's the space shuttle, guys. That is amazing. My nerddom has totally kicked off. No, that's not cool.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
We made it. We're walking up to the line, guys.
Okay.
Just pulling in the parking lot, seeing the space shuttle on top of the 747 was incredible.
Oh, actually,
That was really cool. I'm already nerding out.
It's called 911.
So,
I don't know how I managed to do that.
can't wait to see this, man. This is gonna be cool.
Shut up.
So you pre-favor your parking, pull in. You don't have to stop at the booths. You just go around, get a parking spot.
He says hi.
Pro tip, just go to the back because it's actually closer to the front from all the people trying to fight for a front spot, which actually isn't as close to the front as the back is. Kind of oxymoronic, but it works that way.
Oxymoronic.
So we're headed into the front
Yeah,
right now, and we're gonna go inside the Space Center.
Hello. Okay, so we're inside. Hi. We're at the.
All right, total nerded out. First 5 seconds. This is awesome. Wow. Sweet. So there's a little food truck over here serving burgers, and it smells good, and it's not very loud, so it means people are eating and not talking. So that's usually a good sign. It's usually a good sign. So we ordered a couple cheeseburgers and a burger.
Yep.
And we're gonna see what they can do. Yeah, that's better than most burgers, truthfully. That bun is legit.
Yep, bun is good. The pickles are bread and butter pickles, so keep that in mind.
Say that again.
The pickles are bread and butter pickles, they're not dill, so keep that in mind.
That's a big letdown though. Missed my dill pickle in that burger. But that's a solid 8 out of 10. Solid 8 out of 10.
Not a bad burger.
And for being at a touristy place, that's a 10 out of a 10 burger for a touristy joint. So,
food truck, yeah.
and it's a legit food truck. It's not just, I'm guessing they probably change that food truck out every now and then on who gets to be here or whatever. But that's a legit burger, guys. You will not be disappointed. So. Current weather on Mars. 0.77 psi.
The low is negative 99.
It's not your planet, huh?
No, I don't do well in cold weather. I don't like it anything below 40.
Wow, this is really cool. So a year on Mars is 687 Earth days.
Because it spins so much slower.
It's going around in a bigger orbit.
Or true that, yeah.
Mars is about half the size of Earth, though. Mars's atmosphere is mostly carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be claustrophobic. It's not the place for you.
Yep.
No way,
Radiation vest.
I think it's so badass. That's really cool.
This is the most important tool on the space station. What are these?
There's a lot of really cool stuff in here. Just looking at some of these training suits and, you know, their jet suits, their pressure suits, their G suits. You had to wear a lot of crap under this stuff. Thermal suit so you don't freeze to death. Man. This is really, it's almost overwhelming. There's so much stuff here. It's hard to find a place to start. But it's all really, really cool. I mean, the moon.
Now, I mentioned rehydrating, the only reason why we had, so we brought our Christmas presents up with us. Now, what would be a good Christmas present for an astronaut or a cosmonaut?
Skate suit.
So, for the young people out here,
That's cool. Scale of the space station. Okay, that's really cool. Scale model of the International Space Station. That needs to come home with me. I have no idea where it's gonna go,
Could make a Lego one.
but that needs to come home with me.
Sorry.
Speaking of water, if I was spilling water on
They have a zero-G lab.
Oh,
Look, I'm guessing something hit that panel. Space debris hit that.
Probably going
Stuff traveling 50,000 miles an hour tends to do a little bit of damage.
like a bullet.
You gotta think, when the space shuttle's in orbit, it's doing 30,000 miles an hour.
There was a test too, special gas guns in the desert that they did to simulate.
But
ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3.
Watch it. I say we come back when it starts again. It's continuous. It just loops automatically.
yeah.
Yeah, just what non-reactive is.
Funny. Those look volcanic. That looks volcanic, that looks volcanic. That's metamorphic. You can see the different types of rock in it. So that's some.
Like Spaceship Earth. Spaceship Moon.
That's a tight squeeze. All right, I'm really excited about this. Going to get in the space shuttle. I'm not exactly sure which way to go. Jet. It's a jet. Cool. Just there. We're so close. We're so close. We're getting closer. Getting closer. I'm nerding out. This thing's really cool, guys. All right, going into the airplane. more roomy without the seats.
Yeah, or the bag holders, luggage.
John Kuiper was so very instrumental in the space shuttle
Oh, it's cool. They got the upper cabin.
You can see inside, but I don't know if you can go in. Yeah, it's first class. I'm not flight space shot.
It's business time.
I'd love to have a business class.
Right? It's awesome.
Never been in a Boeing 747 before, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think this.
I think you have.
I haven't. Not a 747. I've been in the smaller ones.
Really cool.
That wind, that really felt.
What do you think?
This is amazing. It's really cool. I want to sit there.
It's another day.
Get a selfie stick and just jam it up there. Just do a quick 360 spin slowly and pull back down.
I guess somebody built an RC version, but it's got propellers because RC jets are expensive.
Yeah. That's cool. Yep, it landed.
It's funny. Okay, being in this airplane is really cool. They got a lot of stuff cut away so you can see it. See, look.
Installation.
Yeah, but you can see all the control wiring and harnesses. You can see all the hydraulic where stuff used to go. It's really cool. This is a really cool exhibit as part of the line to get up to the shuttle. It's very informative, and just being inside of it, seeing an airplane without all the seats in it and the walls removed, it's kind of crazy. I like it. It's really cool. It's definitely a conversation starter at every turn. Got to do this, guys.
Oh, sorry, cargo. I forgot there's no
It's truly awe-inspiring. It really is. Just the technological advances that had to be done to do what we did. It's crazy. One of those heat tiles.
Yeah. Must get pretty hot.
Oh yeah. Look at that thing. All right, I'm totally geeking out now. I'm totally nerding out.
I'm here for emergency rescue.
Oh my goodness.
Are you going to the shuttle, babe?
Yeah, I'm so ready. I'm so ready.
There it is. This is the shuttle.
You know, next thing we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to take one of those zero-G flights.
Yeah.
Y'all can do that.
You don't want to do the zero-G
That's fine
flight?
with me. I'll do it.
No, I think I'm okay without it.
Oh, I want the zero-G flight.
I'm down for it.
Let's get a plane first.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow. All these lockers, that's cool.
Sleeping bag.
Yep.
The tube.
It wasn't this hot though.
Yeah, this is the storage bay. Everything that they lived in was in front of this bulkhead. All the space you see them flipping around is right there.
They had to make their own little antennas. Because their antenna failed to work. They had to make their own tinfoil
There's a whole nother level. Sweet. Getting on the flight deck. This is awesome. There's Eli.
Excited.
So this is really cool. Oh wow, cool. Look at this shit.
Holy crap.
It's exactly the layout of a 747 in here. Except with a center stick instead of side stick.
Your turn.
That is so cool. It's literally a 747.
I'll get a picture of you two.
I usually cut heads.
And then share.
Run across real quick. Woohoo! This place is awesome. Awesome. I like that. That's a good looking mural. You know. Now my head's in it. Woohoo! Oh, there we go.
Tallest, heaviest, and most powerful rocket ever flown. On the launch pad, this vehicle weighed 6.5 million pounds and stood at 363 feet tall.
Sweet.
Liquid oxygen kerosene pellets.
Yeah. With 2 turbo inlets. That's some raw. Significantly over-engineered. But look at the size of that sucker. Thank you. Oh my God. That is insane.
What? Go over here in this corner and get a picture of you.
Oh my God. What? Look at the size of these freaking cones, man. That's insane. That is insane at how much is getting dumped into those. And just think, someday in the future we'll have something that'll probably power that with the cell phone.
Yeah.
And we'll look back and go, look how inefficient these were. Holy cow. Pardon us real quick.
I know. Well, I should have done
There's a lot of this thing missing.
Here, come down here.
300 feet, it means it's as long as a football field. And then here's the jettison section. There's a whole nother ring that was here. It's missing. Holy moly. This is mind blowing.
And that's the personal door.
Yeah, personal door.
It's just for a person to get in.
And then inside of that, it's just a big tank for fuel, man.
Yep.
Just think how much energy it takes to get out of Earth's orbit, man. It's phenomenal. You can see the tanks inside there.
Covered in foam or something.
It's a series of rockets, really.
And the thing, there's people at the top of it.
Wow, it's a rocket and a rocket and a rocket and a rocket.
Then a capsule and some little itty bitty rockets.
Look at this, man.
Wow.
Man. Okay, guys, this camera is definitely not going to do this thing justice on scale. This thing is freaking enormous. That's unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Wow. And the people are all the way at the top. Okay, so let's just ponder something for a second. The people are at the very, very top of this huge, huge thing, which is essentially 3 large bombs. I mean, think about the cojones these guys had to have to put themselves on top of all of this, knowing that one wrong click of a valve or one wrong circuit that went bad, and it's kaboom town. I mean, at least it's going to be quick, but still.
And they'll probably have an elementary school or something named after them.
Yeah, and you'll get an elementary school named after you. But holy cow! I mean,
If anything, a baseball field.
I'm telling you, the scale that this camera is showing you doesn't do it justice. It's
Massive.
It's the length of a freaking football field. A little over the length of a football field.
Yeah.
And it's huge. It is massive. I'm awestruck. Then the lunar module's in there, and then there's their part where they get in right there.
Yep. That little itty bitty part.
Yeah. There's the part they set in, all the way at the very, very tip top.
Yeah.
And then the rest of you is basically just gas and fire behind it.
I mean, and this is
Right,
30 something feet.
yeah, this is the lunar module.
36 feet.
There's the capsule, the command module. So, I mean, it's just mind-blowing how much fuel it took. Like, just, there you go, guys. Look down the way here. Everything up to this point is gas and rocket. That's what's nuts. This piece right there is where they were at the whole time. That one spot, that's them. The rest of it, gas and fire. Sums it up. Gas and fire, people.
Well, people are here in this section, right?
No, that's the lunar lander.
Okay.
So that's the command module.
Oh,
So-
just that little.
See where the white part is?
Yeah.
That's the part that came down and back to Earth.
Oh,
They would go from there to there to do the detach for the lunar section,
okay.
and then that would leave the lunar section back, and the command module would go off the top of it, so that they would come back.
All this stuff is in here.
Right.
Okay.
All right, guys, I got to tell you, you got to come do this. Definitely have to come to the Houston Space Center. Check out the museum. Check out all of this stuff. It is mind-blowing.
Look, you can get out.
That's an absolute must-do.
Very cool.
I'm glad we did that. I wasn't sure what that was going to be about, but I'm glad we did that. That was,
Very impressive.
yeah, you kind of lose scope of its scale.
We have no concept of it till you see it. It's hard to imagine. You can't.
It's hard to comprehend.
Right, because you've never seen anything that big
You don't
before.
have anything to compare it to.
But what you see on TV makes it look rather small.
It doesn't do its justice.
It doesn't. It's huge. That is absolutely huge. So we're gonna get back on the tram and head back over. Here we go. This is so much fun. I've had so much fun today. This is so cool. This place is awesome. That's all I gotta say is, I mean, come on. There's a space shuttle behind me. It's so cool. And my inner nerd is truly leaking out everywhere, and everybody looks at me like I'm crazy, and that's partial truth. But going over here to check out a Falcon 9 rocket from SpaceX. I've actually seen one of these. This will be fun to get up close and see what they look like. These little Raptor engines that are just monsters. So check it out. Here we go. Falcon 9. Yep.
Melted a little. No, never mind, it didn't.
Wow. Thing's awesome.
They rotate.
Let's just get through the traffic first.
And this thing's really cool.
But Cliff, why is there blast all the way up here? Like the center section is
All right, we're gonna go into a chunk of a space station here. Just looking into it, it looks pretty cool. So now we can see what this is. It looks, there's lots of gadgets and buttons, and I like gadgets and buttons.
I love pushing buttons.
I love gadgets and buttons. Yeah, we live on pushing people's buttons. That's what Ellie's doing today.
Right there.
Lounging in the pool.
Oh, it's fake. Never mind.
Oh look, here's the sleep compartments. Sleep compartment. Waste management. So there's a toilet.
I legit thought he was.
Storage
Oh, God.
lockers.
There's people.
It's a shower.
That actually
That's a little
looks like
awkward.
a person.
Yeah, spinning around. I was like, Wyatt, what are you doing here? I was like, is that Wyatt? You know what that guy inside reminded me of?
Yeah, I heard you. We've seen a lot of ejection seats, and it seems like a really bad idea in space. Could just be me, but you know, I don't see how that works out well for anybody. What'd you think, Eli?
It is bright.
It's bright. What'd you think of the Space Center?
It was.
Illuminating.
It was very enlightening. It
Yeah?
was. Honestly, if you're
It's out of
interested in
this world.
if you're interested in any kind of science, including space travel or astronomy or anything like that, I would definitely
Physics
recommend
or
going there because
Geology.
it's an experience that you probably can only experience once. So-
It's pretty cool. I have to give it to them.
Take that experience.
They got a lot. It makes me really want to go to the one that's in Huntsville, or I think it's Huntsville, Alabama. It's in Alabama. There's another space center there where they actually build all the rocketry. And that's where it was all developed. And if you ever watch the YouTube channel Smarter Every Day, they actually do a tour there with some stuff. But I'm a big computer nerd, and they've got these 14 kilobyte memory modules that are there that are like the size of 2 bricks stacked together. And it just makes you think about how far we've come with technology and how crazy it is. So I'm really excited to get over to that one and see what that one's all about, because it's a lot more technical. This one's a little more kid oriented.
Tourist trap.
Family friendly.
Yeah, it's a little more family friendly. The one in Alabama is definitely more nerd friendly. So I want to go see that one.
Nerd centric.
Yeah, it's a little more nerd centric. So I'm really excited to see this. But you know, as far as value for money, I'd say this is a solid 7.
Yeah.
7 out of 10.
Yeah, solid 7. It was great. It was fun. I was entertained the whole time. The food here was good. The experience was great. We blew what, 4 hours here?
As far as food, over by the let's see, what was it, the where the Endeavor was when we were trying to get to the shuttle? There was another food truck out there serving Texas barbecue, and they looked like they had really good stuff. Everything that I saw was pretty great. So
awesome.
we didn't actually try eating it, but it looked great.
That's
so another food option.
Another food option. Sweet. Well, that's going to do it for this portion of the Wandale Family Adventures. I hope you guys enjoyed us. If we did something good here, go ahead and hit us that subscribe button. That'd be awesome. Help us keep doing this and bringing new things for your family to go do, because that's what we're all about. Going out there and doing things as a family, and hope we inspire you to do the same. Get your kids in the car, put them on an airplane, get them in a boat, and get out of the house.
Get out.
Go
of the
do
house.
something.
Get them out from behind the screen.
Yeah, we've been locked up for quite long enough. It's time to go see the rest of the world again.
Exactly.
And that's the whole point of our channel, is we want to inspire people to get out of the house and go build memories, because when it comes to life, that's all that we have. That's in a sense, that's how you live forever, is those memories get shared on and on and on. So you better make really good ones so they remember for you a long time. So
You got one chance.
You remember.
yeah, you got to be remembered, right? Remember me. So for the Wandale Family Adventures, we say toodaloo. Have a nice day. All right, everybody. We couldn't let this one go unnoticed. We just had dinner, and it was way too dark to film inside the restaurant.
Yep.
So forgive us for that. But we're in, what's the name of this little town we're in? Is it Texas City? So we're in Texas City. It's down by Galveston.
We're right on the border of Texas City and
They
Lamarck.
can't see you.
Sorry, right on the border of Texas City and Lamarck.
Right. And so we went and tried this little restaurant that it's totally a hole in the wall, but every local has said, go try it. So we get there, and I'm going to tell you right now, from the outside, I almost didn't go in.
Potholes
the size of Volkswagens. I mean, and can't really say that it's their fault. That's the whole area. It's kind of like that right now. But we walk in the door, and I kind of had that, I tried to get Leslie's attention, like, should we just turn around and walk out? Like, should we really do this? Are we going to risk it before we're going to the beach?
Yeah, you walk in, and it looks like just a bar. Like, it's really dark.
Yeah, it looks like a bar, not a restaurant.
Yeah.
But we got seated, and they brought us some chips and salsa, which we didn't expect. It's not a Mexican food restaurant or anything like that.
Right. Anyway, this place...
You guys scoot over here, because all I can see is your hand.
The restaurant's name is The Fish Place. And it's away from the highway, it's away from a major intersection. It's definitely a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
And I cannot recommend it high enough. It was really, really great. So yeah, Chad was saying they brought us the chips and salsa.
That was good salsa.
They hadn't brought us anything to drink yet, and when it comes to spicy food, I'm pretty much a lightweight. But I tried it. It wasn't terribly spicy at all.
It was packed with flavor.
The flavor was so good.
That salsa took you to Flavor Town, man.
Really,
I mean,
really good.
It served warm, which I personally like, and so it had a nice brothy taste to it. But then
Body,
the chunks of the salsa weren't so big that you felt like you were eating salad.
It had like that tart tomatillo.
Yeah, and it had a little tart tomatillo in it. It was just really, really good, and that was something special. And we live in an area where there's a Mexican restaurant in every corner, and we've tried them all. And I'll tell you right now, that's in the top 10%.
Definitely
easily.
Salsa. It was really good.
Didn't expect that. So then I started going,
you can eat it before they bring you the drinks, which is important because it's really hard to sit there and look at chips and salsa when you're starving and you don't have anything to drink and you just can't eat it because your mouth is on fire.
Yeah.
Or worse, you don't resist it and you eat it and your mouth is on fire until they finally bring you your drinks. Yeah.
And so
this was really nice.
So we ordered, and we ordered 2 appetizers and 2 entrees. So we ordered the fish balls, or the crab balls.
Yeah.
And the fried pickles. Anytime somebody has fried pickles on the menu, to me that's like a benchmark. Can you fry anything worth a damn? If you screw up a fried pickle, then we're done. Like, you don't ever get another visit from me. These pickles were amazing.
And the portion was massive.
We even told our waiter, hey, you guys need to know that you can cut your portions down by 2/3, and I'll still be just happy paying what I just paid for this.
Yeah.
And you guys can serve the next 2 tables. I mean, they're not doing themselves any favor in the food budget with the portion size. I mean, I probably had easily 2 pounds of fried pickles. I mean, it was huge.
It was a huge basket. It was huge. The crab balls.
Here you go.
Were amazing. Amazing.
I don't know what they're doing back. They might have kidnapped someone's grandma, because though, as far as a like hush puppy based crab ball, because it was made out of cornmeal, I've never had anything so light and fluffy.
They were light, they were fluffy, but they were rich and that crab flavor.
Oh my god!
And there was like whole.
There were actual big chunks of crab and shrimp in them. They were good.
They were huge. You get 4 of them in a serving. It was $6.99 for 4 of them. You can't eat 4.
They're huge.
You don't even need the sauce that comes with them.
Don't even bother.
They were amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
And then I ordered a side of red beans and rice for my entree, because I knew that with the chips and salsa. I knew that with the chips and salsa and with the crab balls that I was going to be full and I wasn't going to be able to eat an entire entree of anything. So I just ordered a side of red beans and rice, because I love red beans and rice. So I ordered a side of red beans and rice for my entree, because I knew that with the chips and salsa and with the crab balls I wasn't going to be able to eat an entree. So I just,
She played it smart.
Yeah, a side of red beans and rice is going to be fine.
I did not.
I love red beans and rice. Beale Street, New Orleans, that's kind of a staple. And I've had some amazing red beans and rice. This was good. This was really good. It had a really tart vinegary flavor to it. Like they put some pepper sauce in there.
Like the Tabasco's.
Not Tabasco.
No, but Tabasco makes the little bitty green peppers in the vinegar.
Like they put some of that in there, and it was delicious. It was really good. Chad had.
I had the Cajun pasta, shrimp and pasta. That. Yeah. You better come hungry. I came hungry and I still got my butt kicked.
Oh yeah, two people could share that easily. 3 people.
Because I was thinking shrimp, pasta, bell peppers, kind of spicy Cajun Alfredo-y. Well, yeah, sorta, except it had chicken, different kinds of shrimp, not just one shrimp. It had these huge shrimps in it, and it had little bitty shrimps in it. It had all kinds of shrimp in it. Chicken, sausage. I mean, it had everything in it. It was really like gumbo on pasta, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. It's paprika heavy, really good sauce, great texture. But the amount of like
it was so much food. It was
and it was amazing.
Yeah, there had to have been easy 1.5 pounds of meat product in that pasta dish.
Yeah, and
like I was going, what the hell am I supposed to do with all this food?
Yeah, we're here on vacation. We're not taking it home with us. We're here.
So we told them when they came up and asked us, well, how is everything? And I said, just gonna let you guys know, you could have served me half this food for the same price. I'd have been happy.
I'd have been super happy.
I'd have been, because the quality was way better than I anticipated. I mean, I really walked into this place and like my expectations went boom, like to the floor, like we're done. I expect to get served bar food here.
I didn't have a problem.
She didn't have a problem.
I walked
in. She walked in.
I saw the clientele sitting there. I
with
saw
all the empty baskets.
All the empty baskets piled up on the plate and just talking.
All those crab legs stuffed over there. You're like, no, we're about to eat good.
Good. I'm like, yeah, they got a security guard, but that's a good thing. They're taking their security safely. It's
none of the riffraff coming off the beach drunk or nothing.
Exactly. And I was like, this is the place to be. All these empty baskets on these tables, this is some good food. We're going to sit here and we're going to eat. This is going to be good. And I was not wrong. I was not disappointed. 10 out of 10. Recommend. Absolutely.
The fish place.
The crab balls were amaze balls. Yeah. Absolutely.
They need to rename those to amaze balls.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it would be funny and delicious.
And I hope they do.
And I hope they do.
And give me credit.
Yeah. At least give me free crab balls when I come back. Give me free amaze balls when I come back. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I'll come back. I will drive here for those again. Mm-hmm. They were that good. I would drive here for those again.
Yep.
So if you come down anywhere near Galveston, Texas City, look up the fish place.
The fish place in Lamarque, Texas. Lamarque. It's 2 words.
Lamarque, Texas. Mm-hmm. Holy, like I said, you're going to pull up to this place and go, what are these people thinking?
Doesn't look like much.
Just go in and order the food.
Good stuff.
And shut up.
Good stuff.
I can't even tell you guys how thrown off I was by this place. I literally like sat there and was like, So take it from us, the fish place, get out of your car, shut off your expectations, go in there and be blown away.
Yeah, enjoy it.
It was that good, and you're welcome.
You are welcome.
Yeah. So for that, you need to subscribe. For this review alone, you need to subscribe. Trust me. Trust me. Put the comments down here after you've had the food. Watch all these comments. Watch this.
If
Watch
anybody's
this.
tried it, let us know what you thought of the food. Or after you go eat there, let us know what you think.
It was so good. We enjoyed it, and we hope you do too. So, from the Wandells to you, keep exploring, right?
Keep exploring.
Keep the adventures coming. Y'all stay safe.